Good morning. It's a season of giving, and we're definitely pretty certain that you can feel the palpable excitement in the air right here.
Yeah, that's right. As we look forward to the, New Year, it's only just a couple of days away. What, 4 days away? It's important to live in the moment and cherish the time spent with family, friends, everybody around you. This is that time.
It's definitely a special holiday edition, so we definitely will be having a great time here with you and, of course, member of your household. Hope they're all watching on this beautiful day.
You guys couldn't go anywhere. I mean, stay at home, watch us on Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you, by the way. We appreciate it. And the special thing about this season is that it urges us to, share more, receive more, be human, be thankful, be, show gratitude.
Of course, and in our way of showing gratitude to you for sticking with us throughout the entire year, we're still here giving out items on the show just to show you that we definitely really do care about you and your unwavering support.
Yes, indeed. We have a very interesting packed show for you. Inside the kitchen is going to be bubbling and all of that. Of course, the personalities that you tune in to see every single day. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. It's 4 days till the end of the year. People are starting to strategize for 2023. What are you doing? What are you doing any different next year?
Me? Self-care, self-love.
Okay, you did that all of this year now.
I did. I did. I think I took.
Okay.
No, that's the thing. No, that one is like standard.
Your takeaway for 2022, what would it be?
More from me, less for others.
No, 22. What are you taking away from this year?
More from me, less from others.
She got married this year, in any case.
More from me, less for others.
More man for her. None of him for you girls.
Anyways, like anything else, Mazzino, we're definitely stepping out. And of course, the next 1 hour, 45 minutes, we'll be showing you what this season means to us.
What a year it's been for most people, but the Yuletide is, of course, time when most people want to share all of that happiness and, whatever's wrong, they just forget about it, refocus and get ready for the next year. My name is Mazzino Appeal.
My name is Winfrey Akbelashe. Do make sure you stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Do follow us on all social media platforms at TVC Connect. And you know the list.
Yeah, they can also watch, you guys can watch us live on GOTV channel 27 and UHF channel 49. You can also download the app and carry us with you anywhere you want to go. Download on iOS on Google Play Store. It's that easy and it's free.
Yes, of course. Now let's get into what we're doing today. And we're starting off with parenting. We'll be looking at activities family should engage in as we wrap up the year with Juliet Vincent Obi, an educationist and child entrepreneur enthusiast.
Then we move over to the entertainment scene for the latest stories. How do we end the year 2022? Well, we'll be keeping up with some of your favorite celebrities on this one.
And for a musical performance, we definitely have inspirational gospel acts Boyega Ayeni, popularly known as Saints. And of course, he'll be joining us.
Finally joining us for an interesting conversation, we have Hashileen Chinaza, a reality TV show star. She was in that movie, The Boss Africa. Now, she's an annual reality TV. It's an annual reality TV show which showcases the lifestyle and potentials of actors, scriptwriters, producers, managers, and also producers and directors. We can't wait to have a conversation with her. Good morning and welcome, Mike.
Yeah, how far
welcome,
now?
man.
Good
the
morning.
funny thing is, I was actually going to wear that same suit this morning. I said, no, I'll go with brown instead. But
the lines, actually.
Yeah. It was either that or this, so I went with this one.
You went with that one. Good choice. Anyways.
How's your weekend, man?
Oh, I had the best
a holiday.
24th. 24th was the best ever I'd ever had. 25th. I don't go out on those days, 25th first. But I went out this time because
So
the
you
road
don't
was very
spend too
free.
much, honestly.
The road was very free. So in the evening, I was like, okay, well, let's stroll out. So I did few strolling, but yesterday I was just sleeping.
I can imagine.
Just in-house.
Did you get any gifts? Did anybody?
Yes, I
deem you
did.
fit
Now,
to...
I got a beautiful blender for smoothies.
Oh, nice.
I got one or two things. But that blender is one that excites me the most for a healthy 2023. I heard you asking about plans.
Yeah, what are you going to do different?
About, for me, the older you get, the more you think about being healthy.
Yeah. What did you get apart from self-care?
So,
Well, they didn't get you anything.
no.
Yes.
No, but this is about giving,
Yes, it is about
While you were
giving.
unwrapping your gifts under the Christmas tree,
gotta-
some people were busy showcasing their new bodies. I don't know if you saw that one. No names mentioned.
Oh, Jesus.
Which one?
Did you see? You didn't see
I've
it?
seen her
Did you see the one in the dress?
I didn't see it.
Hey, but you haven't seen
I saw and unsaw it.
she unsaw it. Big Lagosian figure.
Okay.
Should I tell the name?
Having a big figure.
Well, it wasn't that big. It was a bit this and that.
What? Was it cosmetic?
Absolutely cosmetic.
Oh, kudos now. They have the money to do it and they can tell you.
But that's the thing, it was cosmetic before. It now seems as if it was now an upgrade.
Yeah.
That now it became a downgrade.
I'll ask for my money back.
It was cosmetic, that is cosmeticology.
Gee, ask for your money back, if you ask me. In any case, well, hey, you could ask for. No, I'm not going to do what Titi does.
Good morning, the news on Wake Up Nigeria. I'm Mike Messikeno. Now we give you updates on the sad story of a female lawyer who was sent to her early grave by a police officer on Christmas Day. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered a speedy investigation and prosecution of the officer who shot dead Mrs. Bolanle Rahim. The IGP, while condemning the killing in a statement by the force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi, described the incident as sad and unfortunate. The police boss, who commiserated with the family, friends, and colleagues of the deceased, said the force will not condone the inappropriate incident. The unfortunate incident occurred when the deceased and her family were returning from Christmas service on Sunday. The Public Relations Officer, Lagos Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, who confirmed the incident, said the officers involved have been arrested and taken into custody. In the meantime, the Nigerian Bar Association has condemned the Christmas Day murder of its member, Omobolale Rahim, by an officer of the Nigerian Police Force attached to Ajiwe Police Station in Ajah, Lagos State. NBA National Publicity Secretary, in a statement, said that the NBA President, Yakubu Chonoko Mike Yahoo, upon receiving the sad news, made efforts to get across to the deceased husband, who understandably has been unavailable to answer calls. The NBA statement also reveals that the police command in Lagos State has confirmed that the suspected murderer is one ASP Drambi Vandi, who has been in the police service for 33 years. The legal body is demanding that the Nigerian police officially disclose and immediately release to Nigerians the fuller details of the officer and other officers responsible for the heinous act. Now, a sister to the deceased lawyer, Bolale Rahim, said she was killed with a pregnancy. In an exclusive interview with TVC News senior correspondent Ivy Kanu, the deceased younger sister, Titilayo Enema, who was in the same car with her when the sad incident occurred, gives a detailed account.
I was inside the vehicle yesterday from church. The Redeem was doing program yesterday, lead fishing. So my sister now said that we should not go to Surulere. We should just go nearby church. That's our former church, World Assembly, near Lagos Business School. So immediately we finished. Her daughter now said that that's her daughter, Shemilore. She said, Daddy, let's go out. You said you're going to take us out today. Immediately the daddy said, and when do I tell you you're going out? So the daddy drive and just take us to Brahmadesanya roundabout to get some things for them. He got yogurt and bottled water. From there we now went to Dominion Pizza, very close to roundabout of Ajah. So after spending 1 hour there, my sister said, let's go home. So immediately inside the car, she was even telling me, talking to the husband, he said this new vehicle that you just have is not like Lexus. So you have to be very careful. Benga, by the time you eat any other car, you pay for it. And as we were smiling and laughing, the guy just said, stop. There's a car coming. You said, stop. Immediately we would just stop. We just hear gunshot. I don't know how. Where? The guy was not in our front at all. The guy was not in our front. My sister was sitting and the husband was driving. I was sitting at the back of my elder sister, Barrister Bolanle, and my children, 4 children were there, and with our own daughter. So immediately she just said, Benga, the gun have entered my chest. Benga, the gun have entered my chest. Immediately she just dropped.
A sad one there. We pray for the repose of her soul and commiserate with family and friends. And that's all that we can take on sports and in the news. We'll take a time out now and return with headlines to the dailies.
You're welcome. It's still Wake Up Nigeria for a Tuesday. It's the holidays, final week for the month of December and indeed 2022. Let's let you know what's not going to stop the news. If you're picking up a daily this morning, then let's tell you what the headlines will be telling you. We start with The Nation this morning. This headline here meets you disquiet in PDP over Wike's, Makinde's, others' trip to the UK. G5 governors on retreat to decide on preferred presidential candidate. To the side of the photo story with, well, Nigerians having a good time, investors stake 3 trillion naira on Nigerian equities. And at the bottom, outrage trails killing of expectant lawyer by policeman at checkpoint. How she was shot before husband, kids by colleague. Sanwo-Olu IG MBA seek justice. And Kanu to politicians, businessmen stop all forms of violence in Southeast. Let's take a look at the very top here for The Nation newspaper. Unremitted 200 million naira check-off dues divides pensioners, and food prices shot up by 29% within 12 months. That's as much as we can take from The Nation newspaper. Let's move on now to our next daily, and of course that will be the Punch newspaper. Front and center for the Punch this morning, CBN monitors 6,047 BVNs over suspected fraudulent transactions. Central Bank examines 28 bank customer operations, 17.89 trillion bank accounts not linked with BVN, and 144 properties forfeited by fraudsters, looters for auction. At the top of the Punch, PCC kicks over government's threats to dump Atiku, and domestic airfares soar by 97%, says the NBS. And that's domestic flights. It was bad before. Imagine what it might be like now. IMF warns Nigeria over dwindling oil revenue. And let's take a look at the very bottom for the Punch newspaper this morning. Students fault fee hike. Universities demand review. That on page 25. And policeman kills graduate. Edo family begs IG. 124 billion naira weapons imported in 4 years. Here's a report that you can find on page 18. That's as much as we can take for this morning here inside of the dailies. If you'd like to say something about any of them, do remember to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Would love to read those. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this break. Oh, we're here. It's time for What's Up and About. Everybody seems to be in a very peppy mood because it's almost the end of the year. Everybody's got paid, by the way, but January. It'll be a very long month.
How much it will be for this year? It will really be because, man,
long month.
This will be longer than normal.
I think the length of January is proportionate to your enjoyment this December.
Exactly.
So if you know you enjoyed yourself, January is going to be like 3 months.
For everybody, no enjoyment. Because a lot of it's responsibility.
I'm telling you.
Non-bike is enjoyment.
It's responsibility.
No, responsibility to enjoy.
You can't avoid some of the expenses that you have to
we
go
see
with.
that we are getting older. Christmas is not because we are the uncles now and the aunties now. So there's really now plenty.
What did you bring?
I'm serious.
I know
Not
the
so much
feeling.
enjoyment.
But hey, good that we started with such a light note because what we're about to discuss might be a bit heavy.
Yeah.
So over the weekend there was a story, and indeed we did touch on it inside of the news and the papers this morning about the unfortunate instance of the lady who was shot in her car in Lekki by an unnamed policeman. As yet, there are pictures of the policeman out about, but still the case is being unraveled by the police itself. I wanted to come from this angle and say, well, while our hearts go out to the family, that is such an unfortunate thing. For such a festive season, nobody should go through that.
It happened on Christmas
It happened
Day.
on
Yeah,
the occasion.
His name hasn't released.
His name hasn't released, hasn't it?
Vandy, yeah.
Yes,
that's it.
Vandy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on something regarding our interaction with people, whether they're armed people, whether they're vigilante, all of them. I've been in situations that are very unpleasant, and I know how things can really go bad. In this instance aside, now I'm not talking about the instance that we're talking that we raised, but I know how things can escalate, and I also want to say that sometimes we can de-escalate certain situations, and we should try our best.
Yes.
Whether you're in your right, whether you're wrong, please try not to escalate certain issues, especially if you meet vigilantes on the way. They're the worst. Please just be very, very careful out there. It's that season where everybody's either looking for something or going someplace, and I'm just hoping that we all be careful while we're out there. It's a sad story, and when you hear it, it really, really hurts to know that the kids were there when all of that happened.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
She was in the car with her sister, her husband, her sister's 4 kids, and her daughter. And I think it's just really sad because, yes, of course, try to de-escalate situations. But in this case,
There was
no interaction, right? So they say they were driving and then they just hear stop, and next thing, gunshot. So I'm thinking, was it was it an intentional or accidental discharge? Because I mean, in that kind of situation, that's what it could literally mean, and it's just really unfortunate that it could happen. I think what even took the story further home for me is the fact that Bolanle also posted that she was the one that helped her in acquiring her house, her property. Right, so she helped her in acquiring her property and was really great all through the whole process and cheered her on and took her step to step in. So it's no doubt that she was really great at what she did and all that. She was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I'm liking the fact also that the Nigerian Bar Association, they're also stepping in and also trying to see what can be done from their end into like making sure
You know
that
what?
justice
One thing they can do
is
better
served.
is they can or they must make this situation. They must be very expedient at whatever findings or investigations that they're carrying out, and people should see results.
Yes,
There's
of
too many of
course.
these
That's the
things
thing.
going
Yes,
on, and then
yes.
we're not seeing exactly what the results
is
are, or
happening, yeah.
who the culprits are, the punishment that they face, and all of that. I think that much example needs to be made of these kinds of people, these elements inside of our police force.
You know, yeah, I saw, there's a thread I saw, and this is Scotty David Udain, where he mentioned something. It says, let me just rush through it very
Go
fast.
ahead.
So I'm going to mention 2 things about the Nigerian police force that I guarantee most people don't know, and quite a lot. A police recruit, he's talking about the people, let me paraphrase as fast as possible. There are 2 completely different ways the Nigerian police force recruits, and it says that recruits come from literally the worst parts of society, according to him. Now, confraternities and all that. They pass through a short program at the police college where they learn to and all of that. And then there's another set who go to the NPA in Kano, which is entering there is as hard as entering the NDA. And they're saying that, look, forget merit. Somebody has to recommend you. You know how hard it is to get to the NDA?
Yeah.
It's about the same thing for the NPA, which is in Kano. And those ones go through a 5-year course that will give you a degree. And by the time you come out, you go to the level of ASP.
Do they end up on the streets?
No,
these
those ones are
Exactly.
those ones are. So he was trying to talk about the mindset of the people
That are
who want
on
to
the
see on the
streets,
streets.
yes.
And so, like you mentioned, but from this case, from all that we've heard, it wasn't a case of the way it
There was no
aggravated.
confrontation.
There was no confrontation.
You know what I'm saying? Accidental discharge, could that be it?
That's the question. We don't know. I hope that
don't
we
know.
find out. We know. That's I really
But we
want to.
have traffic cameras now.
Exactly.
I
So I
hope they were
wonder
able to
why
get
the
something.
situation isn't like
Mike.
why the situation
We do.
isn't-
At least
Traffic cameras,
I know that
unfortunately,
junction.
Mostly
They can
were
be
put
very,
up there
very.
because they want to check your numbers if you're faulting with your vehicle paper.
But then again, it should do things like this as well.
They
So help
only
us
are triggered
know
by a
exact-
number plate. Unfortunately,
I know
they're only
that
triggered
place.
by
So that
number.
place, I've had them stop me, and they can be quite violent.
No,
When
I
you
know,
get to,
they are very
you
notorious
get
in
past
that Ajah
that red
axis.
place. Yeah, and then 2 weeks before now, there was also the story about a man from that station. And what happens is this: the light has a way of turning off. The distance between where you're supposed to stop and the light is long. So immediately the light goes, you see them rush out. So they know,
They take advantage of it.
and they take advantage of that.
Yes.
So and then they're telling you to stop when you've already passed. So I can understand the situation because I use that place quite well.
But even if that is the situation, was a gunfire the next thing?
And
And even if you're trying to create or aggravate or agitate people, maybe just to put them in that position of being afraid, shouldn't it be pointed up? Should it be pointed directly at the car?
I don't know. The questions you ask make it even more painful. Situations
We gotta
really
go,
bad.
man.
Our family, our hearts go out to the family, and we hope that they are able to, take care of themselves in this time of loss. But I also pray that the government, the authorities, expedite their findings and all of that, so we can get to the bottom of this. Thank you for joining us. Do stay tuned. We've got more coming away. Saturday Wake Up Nigeria will be back.
Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen once again this beautiful Tuesday morning. And of course, I'm right here with Aisha. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm fine. I'm
So
fine.
this is our first time on Wake Up Nigeria, and we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Welcome. So how does it feel being here right now?
Let me say I'm a little bit nervous.
You're a bit nervous. Are we scary?
No, I have beautiful faces
You
here.
have beautiful faces here now, you see, so you don't need to be nervous, right? Just talk to me. Let's just get cooking. It's what you love to do now, cooking, right?
Yes.
So let's just get that on the way. So now tell me, what are we making this beautiful morning? I mean, I can see all these ingredients already. They're popping. So what are we making?
We're actually making egusi with ugu leaf.
Okay.
So we'll just make yellow gari to make it.
With this on the side, right? Oh, okay. So now run me through the process of making this.
Okay. So it's simple as, sure, let me just put it this way. So we just have our pot, then we put our palm oil, our onions, then we mix water with our egusi.
Okay.
So we blend it with crayfish.
Okay.
So we pour it there on the low heat. I love cooking on the low heat because that's just the best.
Okay.
Then I'll add my seasoning. These are my products, actually.
Oh, really?
So,
okay. What's that? What's in here?
yeah, it was here for...
These native
for this, yes, for the giveaway.
For the giveaway.
Yes.
Oh, great. Oh, you're one of our sponsors. Thank you. Be with me. This
benefit has crayfish and locust beans. So this is a multi-purpose.
Oh, wow.
So I use the multi-purpose to boil the meat and the stock.
Is that why it's looking so...
Exactly. What do you expect?
Oh, my God, right?
We're actually eating healthy today because my spices, they don't have MSG. They're just, we are cooking without boiling cubes and seasoning.
Wow, are you serious? And that's all we need. We
Yes,
don't need
exactly.
anything else. Amazing.
Exactly.
So I'm seeing this one. This one actually has coriander.
We have fennel, cumin, star anise, turmeric powder, cayenne pepper, cardamom powder.
This is definitely a power ingredient everybody needs.
So when our egusi is on the fire, so on a low heat, so we'll just have it there, make it boil well. Then afterward, we'll put our stock. Then we'll put our pepper. So we leave it down just to simmer a bit. Then add all our stuff, our meat, then the pomo, the gizzard, the hero, and all that. Then later, after that, then we just add the ugu. So what I don't want the ugu to stay too long, so I want it to be very crunchy. So that will be the last part of it. So it's just going to simmer, and we are good to go.
That's about it. And you think of egusi soup, you think it's so stressful to make. No, it's
you know, we have different type of ways we can actually make egusi soup. So this is just one out of it. We have a lot. You know, our mothers now, so there's always this trickish way of cooking.
Yes, of cooking to make everything quick and snappy.
Yes.
I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. So now, for those just joining us, in case you don't know what we're making today, we're making yellow eba and egusi. And the ingredients we need for that, we need salt, egusi, ugu, onions, palm oil, yellow gari, Mia spice mix.
One of the spices.
All right, one of this, okay.
Then
meat, chicken,
meat or chicken, but I got the chicken.
Right, okay, but you got the chicken here.
Then the stock.
And of course,
stockfish.
Stockfish.
When we prepare them, be native pot.
Be native pots. Amazing. So we have all of that unlocked right here. Oh yeah, let's get started. So that we actually get it cooked. So how long do you think this dish is going to take approximately?
Since we have all this, I think 30 minutes we should be done.
30 minutes we're done. Imagine cooking soup in 30 minutes. Have you heard of that before? If I remember that when I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, Winfrey, we're making soup today. I cancelled the entire day.
Why?
That's literally what we're going to do.
This
the entire day. Yes, of course. I mean, this is on, but if you want this one on,
I want someone that's closer to me.
For you.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
No, this one. Just use this one.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So now, while we actually allow our chef right here to get into all the cooking and all of that, I'm still here with Chef Aisha, and today we're making yellow gari and egusi. In case you're just joining us, and the truth is that Chef Aisha has actually just been. She came prepared. Totally prepared. So as you can see, our meal is actually almost ready.
Yeah.
So now tell me, what has gone into that pot?
So.
And in what order?
Okay, we have the egusi in there.
Yes.
So we have the pomo.
So I noticed you started with the palm oil. Then you put the locust beans. Yes. Why did you do that?
Just won't have that native feelings.
Feeling, right? Because I know normally, yeah, we'll probably go with the palm oil then onions first.
I do both.
Both, okay.
But I just prefer to use the locust beans first before the
okay, onions. That actually gives another special
Exactly. So I just want the locust beans to infuse inside the oil. Palm oil.
Makes sense. I'm definitely trying that out when next I make egusi. And so what else? What else do we do?
So the egusi, after the palm oil, then after I left it to like cook a bit, then I just added my pomo, my gizzard, the chicken, and the stockfish. So I'm trying to mix it up. I'll leave it for a while now, so everything can just
go in there. Okay, that's nice.
So the ugu will be the last.
Ugu will be the last thing. Yeah. And our meal is actually done, but I still want to talk about the star ingredients. I definitely need to get this. And but then again, let's talk about Be With Me Enterprise. Now tell me, what's Be With Me Enterprise about, and what do you guys do?
Okay, Be With Me Enterprise is a let me just say, is for health conscious people.
Okay.
So we actually know people like MSG, I want to go off MSG, so I just sat down after my NYSC, like, what can I do? Because the white collar job is not forthcoming.
Yes, yes.
So I just started this formulation, but let me just, in quotes, when I started, we actually had agbo in the house, like herbs, like, you know, I'm trying different things and all that. So eventually I came up with this thing, with this. This is my first variant, me and spice. So it's multi-purpose. You can use it to make anything. So I used to boil the meat and the stock, fish.
Yes, yes,
so afterwards, I started sharing some of the recipe with my friends. Just let me check it how. Is it okay? They're like, fine, it's fine. So I just started selling. They're like, they're not satisfied. What should I do again? Okay, there was something that can actually use to make the local dish, like making the pork bone. Okay, what can I do again? I just sat down again with one of my siblings. Yeah, let's just do something today. So the first meal I made is on this picture.
Okay, that was it.
This is
and amala.
Yes. This is the first meal I made with it. So I was like, let's do it now, sister. So
I just did it. And how has it been so far?
In fact, I have my NAFDAC already. I have my FDA already.
Amazing, amazing. This is a shout things we want to see in 2023, right? Women killing it in
So I have 6 variants, though.
6 variants?
Yes, I have barbecue mix, I have VRG, I have agoni, I have pepper soup
Why didn't you
mix.
bring all of them now? Why are you in my...
Backstage.
Backstage, all right. We'll collect them after. But right now, we actually have to head over to Mike, who has a very interesting parenting conversation to have with us today.
Yes, I do. In fact, quite an interesting one. We're looking at activities families can and should engage in as we wrap up here. Juliet Vincent Obi is our guest and expert on this one, an educationist and child entrepreneur enthusiast. It's great to have you. You're welcome.
Great to have you too.
Wonderful. So it's the end of the year. Let's start from you. What did your family do? That's how we're going to fashion this discussion. How did you spend Xmas?
Okay, for Christmas is on a Sunday.
Okay.
So there is this family tradition. My husband tastes cooking every Sunday. Yes.
Only on Sundays?
Yes, only on Sunday.
How good is he as a cook?
He's, will I say 80 over 100.
Is he better than you?
Yes, it's better than me in some, let's say, some food. Let me not give it to him.
Okay.
There are some food he is good at.
Okay.
So because it fell on a Sunday, I was so happy. Okay. Because, you know, Christmas Day for women, they are all in the kitchen, you know, cooking and getting ready. But we just came back from church, I had, and just get into the room and sleep. When I wake up, the food is ready. You know how it feels.
Wow. I guess this is something Mazino and Bestman and Olam, they can take, you know, every Sunday you do. When did you start that?
Oh, you know, I think he was raised that way.
Okay.
They have boys in their family, I think a girl. So, you know, when you have boys and girl is the last one, you learn how to cook. So everybody in their family cooks well. So, you know, we got married and we're looking at what traditions do we need to adopt. We said, okay, every Sunday is cooking day for me. So the kids also look forward to daddy cooking time. So you can see that one of the activities you can do also is to switch roles during this Christmas.
Okay,
you know, switch role, be the daddy, let mommy be daddy, let daddy be mommy. And also children can switch roles too. Okay, that is one of the activities. I encourage indoors activities more than outdoors because outdoors, the outdoor activity or, you know, going out, the whole place is crowded. You won't have that intimacy. You won't have that bonding with your family.
With your family,
You have a unique template or a unique curriculum you run with. So I advise you to have indoor activities more than outdoor activities because when they get to the crowd, they are carried away by razzmatazz. But when you are inside the house and you have your activities, you are looking at your personalities and how you can bond among yourselves. And another thing is that this indoors activity will help you will motivate you to be the better version of yourself. So one of the activities I will also encourage parents to do is, like I said, switch roles. So let it be that in the morning, let one of your kids wear your clothes if you're daddy, you know, something that is fun, you know.
Okay.
Wear your clothes, be the daddy. Normal roles daddy do, you know, in the
we
morning.
have like so we have things like governor for a day and all that. I think I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
so they can say daddy for the day.
Daddy for a day, mommy for a day, you know. You daddy be the kids. My children, as young as 4, 3, I think it was during the Father's Day that my son said, I'm the daddy. You know, I recorded that. You know, I always take time to record every moment, push it to their email because when they grow, they will look at all those moments. The moments are what they remember and not the gifts you get them. So He said, I'm the daddy. I said, okay, if you're the daddy, I claim, he said, I'm the sister. And my daughter went and wore my wig. I was just recording that, and it was so fun that these kids, you know, I said, Mommy, I was calling my daughter, Mommy, please, I need this. The boy, Daddy, I need that. When it gets to money, he said, money is in your purse. So you can see that you can do that. If you have older kids, you can use that time for you to actually hear what they see you do. Because you can never know what the traits they have picked about you, you know, until you ask them to wear your shoe. You can call it wear my shoe. So that is one of the activities I can recommend.
Wonderful. So now I love what you say. You prefer indoor activities because they do have an advantage when it comes to bonding, because you're going to spend more time. But let us say you have to go out. In what ways? What kind of, how can you encourage that bonding, even if you have to go out? Because some people feel like, you know, they are more exuberant, you know, they are more, they love going out a bit more. How can bonding be achieved in spite of the distraction from crowds when you go out?
I think before you go out, it should be a deliberate and intentional outing.
Okay.
So you should have, what is the reason behind this going out? Like yesterday, we went for a movie, and because the kids, they've been seeing Puss in Boots, you know, they say, Mommy, we want to go and see them. So it's not about us, it's about the kids.
The kids, okay.
So it's a time to ask them, guys, you know, have a town hall meeting. I always tell parents, parenting should be something that you do, and there is no strict.
Should be inclusive.
Yes, there is no strictness to this is what I want you to do. So have a town hall meeting. Okay, guys, where are we going? You know, let that be a time for them to debate. Okay. No, we don't want to watch, like you're saying, Avatar. No, I don't want to watch Avatar. I want to okay, now you want us to go. Can you stand and convince us why we need to go and, you know, go for you or go for you? So it also teaches them pitching. Okay. They are going to pitch their idea of vacation to you. And it also give you, you are pitching, you give us reason. We need to know the benefits of, you know, they are going out knowing in mind, this is why we are going out. It's not just to go and, okay, when we get there, this is what we do, this is what we... So beach, you can do, you can go out, you can have movie, you can go out for beach, you can also go to museum. So it depends on what is, maybe you have a theme for the year, or maybe you have something that you want to achieve as a family, or something you want to learn, new thing you want to learn. So it's not about going out to just go to a public place. You should have reasons, you should have the why of that going out.
I like that, being intentional.
Yes.
That is what I could pick from there. It's a pleasure having it, always been a pleasure. And here's wishing you compliments of the season. And of course, a happy new year in advance.
You too.
Thank you. All right, okay, that's it. That's all that we can take. I hope you were able to pick one or two things from your family as you were able to, you know, as you are in this festive season that can build the bonds between you and also the kids. We'll take your time out now. Stay with us. Of course, the show will continue on the flip side.
We've got amazing people in here, and in a matter of minutes, maybe amazing music as well. Fantastic food in the kitchen.
Definitely.
Everything is going on nice and easy, just to put you guys in that mood for the end of the year.
Of course, and when you throw in the holidays, definitely makes it even more exciting. This morning right here on Wake Up Nigeria. I don't know how the holidays work into that, but I don't... Well, yeah, I mean, for you, yeah, of course.
Everyone has a smile to share. We've got plenty to give. If nothing else, we know that times are hard. So courtesy of Nigerian SME owners and TVC Communications, we are giving out plenty to you guys out there who have stuck to us, who have been loyal viewers of this show. Thank you very much for always being there every single morning and making us the smiles, the faces that greet you.
Of course, and what you have to do to have the items is quite simple, but that's only if you watch the show, or we definitely play it back on a YouTube channel.
We're going to be asking you guys a question, a very simple one like we've been doing all week. Very simple. We have a word for each day, and then when we do, if you tell us back what that word is, the correct amount of time that we told it, then you get to win a gift from us here.
Yes.
Once again, this morning, we are wishing all of you guys a very, very good end of the year. Make sure that you tie that bow on it and make it just, you put it, you hit it well at 2022. We're done. Thank you very much. Come again. Or maybe not. Or maybe better. No. What's been happening inside the kitchen, by the way?
A lot has been happening in the kitchen,
Smelling
of
good
course. Food. Of course, we have Chef Aisha right there, putting together that egusi soup and a yellow gari, making me crave swallow. Like, I definitely cannot wait for that to be...
I'm on a diet. You
That's
guys,
stop
what you
it.
guys? I'm on a big diet, but you guys keep this is the
No
way.
diet.
Yesterday I had to eat all that breakfast,
Yes,
and I was not supposed to have anything until later.
Today you have swallow in the morning.
Ah.
Yellow Gary and egusi soup.
It's
with
just.
Shaki. Momo.
Oof, oh, stop. Oh,
I
torture. It's just I'm working on this so badly, and they want to ruin it.
Yes, just for now, just for now. You start a new year.
No. Don't stick to it, Mazina. Stick to it, Mazina.
Stick to it.
In any case, we have some very, very interesting winners that we're going to be announcing before the end of the show. So if you sent in entries yesterday, we will be giving you your prizes today. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And my name is Winfrey Agbaleshe. Do make sure you stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yes, indeed. For a musical performance coming up this hour, we are going to have this inspirational performance by gospel act Boyega Ayeni, popularly known as Saint Next. He will be joining us for a grand, enthralling reveal.
Yes.
Finally joining us for an interesting conversation, we have Pascaline Chinaza, a reality TV show star. We will be having a good chat with her to find out what it's been like in her endeavors.
Yeah, actually.
Never before in any holiday period have I seen as many movies about the season as I have this year.
Very true.
I've seen a number of them. I must say that there will only be one or two great old favorites, and nothing that I've seen has ever been better than Home Alone 1 or 2.
I want to say that.
Still searching, haven't seen anything that beats the classic.
Go ahead. Have you seen, has it,
Violet
did you ever
Night?
see Violet Night?
I've seen
Yes,
Violet
I
Night.
saw it. Halfway though.
I saw what they were trying to do.
I liked
saw
what
the-
happened in the beginning, but getting on, it was just getting cheesy.
A bit too,
But I
unreal.
liked it. That's why it's a Christmas movie. Don't watch us. Don't be seriously
Cheesy.
expecting something
Expect
that
the
will blow your
cheese.
mind. You know. But I love. There's a while the whole Home Alone thing was happening, I was like, what do you want to do that will
Yeah.
blow up? But you remember that part with the ladder and the nail?
Yeah,
That's how I woke
very
up.
reminiscent.
It was. You know. That was yes. That was
don't think
really
that
out
movie
of because
was too
I thought that, okay, this was a little bit too like he said, come on, this is too obvious. A booby trap is not supposed to be
Yeah,
seen. But what the way
At the end
that
of it.
it was really
It
you
was
know,
an interesting movie to see, but if I asked you for the entire holiday period, which has been the best movie you've seen? What's the best movie you've seen? Avatar. What's the best movie?
okay, if you're adding that one, you definitely has to be
Definitely Avatar. The best movie I've seen all
Definitely.
year.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Sorry,
Director
the best movie I've
Olamide.
seen, I think, my entire life.
I'm sorry, Mr. Olamide.
I'm telling you.
I tried to steer
Okay, now
away.
Maverick is struggling
I tried
there.
to steer away from this, but we keep coming back to Avatar. Please don't cut us out. Please don't cut us out. Let's talk about
The news once again on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mike Mesikeno. Members of different support groups in Akure North local government area of Ondo State are now harmonizing to ensure victory for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election. Speaking at a meeting, the leader of the groups in Akure North local government, Akindele Adeni, said members of the party are determined to galvanize support for Tinubu at the grassroots. He called on members to embark on a door-to-door campaign to meet with the aggrieved party members.
To identify all the support groups in Akure North. And successfully, we have been able to do it now. And we thank God for it. Everybody with cooperation, that people are enthusiastic in working for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we are here today to know ourselves, and we will be meeting regularly. From now, everybody will move to the unit.
When we talk about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, naturally, people love him. And why is it that people love him? They look at his performance when he was governor in Lagos State. What he did with Lagos State, he turned Lagos State around. That's one, both economically and the security-wise.
Of the Gandhi, we are bringing all the support group together so we can start working for Asiwaju Tinubu so he can become the president of Nigeria, to gather enough votes for him in Ondo State.
And on to foreign news, at least 38 deaths have been now linked to a severe cold that continues to beat the United States and Canada. Officials say 34 people died across the U.S., with the worst hit area being the city of Buffalo in New York. 4 fatalities occurred in Canada when a bus rolled over an icy road near the town of Merritt in the western province of British Columbia. The scope of the winter storm has been unprecedented, stretching from Canada as far south as the Rio Grande. Weather predictors say that the storm will ease off in the next few days, but the advice remains to avoid traveling unless essential. The storm has wreaked havoc for days, but power has been steadily restored after earlier blackouts. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's quite more to come on the show. Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us so far. Now, finally, joining us, so we have Pascaline Chinaza, a reality TV show star, the movie Boss Africa. Okay, that's a nice name. It's an annual reality TV show which showcases the lifestyle and potential of actors, script writers, production, management, producers, directors. But you are an actor or an actress, as it were.
I'm an actor.
And you won, you're winner of the show, right?
Yeah, of course.
What year for
This year,
For this
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How much did you win, by the way? That's you.
1 million.
1 million?
Yeah.
So you're a millionaire like this. Wonderful. I like that. It's great to have you. Tell me, why did you decide to go for the reality show?
I'm an actor, and I was looking for an opportunity to sell myself to the world and to showcase my talent to the world. So I saw the movie Boss online, and I applied, and by the grace of God, I got in, and with all the tasks being given to us, I came out as, I always come out as the winner, and the voting and all. So we were like 24 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before this, had you done anything as an actress? Had you featured in movies and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Few though.
Okay. And now being in this, tell me your experience. What did you learn being in the house? How has it impacted you as a person and as a professional?
Actually, to be honest, it has impacted me in a lot of positive ways, because before I got into the house, I thought I knew it all. Yes, exactly.
You
like
actually did think
I thought I do.
Okay.
But when I got into the house, I saw so many things that I was like, wow, so this is it. Because they give us tasks every day, like every day, till the end of the show. So from the task and from the person that was sent to always teach us, I learned a lot, a whole lot. I learned my strengths. I knew where my strength is, and I knew some areas where I should improve. So, yeah, I learned a lot.
Nollywood is quite a very competitive industry.
Of course, it is.
And, you know, coming here, we see a lot of people are, we see actors and actresses now produce their movies because, you know, it might not be so easy getting that role you want. And then when you produce, have you ever thought about it, producing and all of that? Have you ever?
Do, always.
You do? Don't you think, now, this is me asking for something that, don't you think that having to produce at the same time as being in the forefront of a movie, don't you think it would take a bit from, you know, from the commitment that will be needed, or from a mindset that will be needed for an actor for a role?
I know it will, but the production is gonna come later. But for now, I'm still pushing through with the
acting.
Yeah.
What doors have opened since you won this? What have you been able to do after the competition? Have you been in any project so far after the competition?
Yeah, I'm gonna be with them. Like I have a movie deal with them for like a year. So, and it's gonna start by February. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Now let's talk about you, your inspirations, your icons when it comes to acting. Who do you look up to? Who do you look forward to? What do you, locally and also, of course, foreign? Let's talk about that.
Actually, I have a lot of talents. I can actually do a lot of things, but the reason why I chose acting was because of my late dad. He was an actor before he died, and he loved acting so much.
So he was quite an inspiration to you?
Yeah, he is. So that was why I chose acting.
But well, when it comes to acting stars, local and foreign, are there any ones that you look up to, that you like what they do, that you'd like to be like?
Yeah, of course. Foreign, I think Angelina Jolie.
Ooh.
I love the roles, the kind of roles she plays.
You go
the
action movie,
exactly.
Do you go gym? Do you work out? You look like. But that's something that we don't do so well in Nigeria. You know, it's not so easy.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Is this something that you would really want to go into?
Yes. Before I even got into the house, I was featured in one epic movie. It's an action movie. The fight. That was my first time taking a warrior. The role of a warrior. Yeah. So it was quite challenging though, but I enjoyed it because that's what I've always wanted to do. The whole fighting and, you know,
Are you
kicking
serious?
and-
Did you train for the fighting?
yeah, we trained for it before.
Wonderful. So, well, we have an action style. You see, okay, we saw some clips of what you guys were doing in the house and all that. How long was the period you were in the house for? How long was it?
20 days, yeah.
20 days?
Yeah, 20 days.
Okay, and then in all that, you had to do tasks and all of that, and
Yeah.
then come up with all of this. Okay, let's see a bit. Can we hear a bit of, see some of your performances in there? What were you acting here? Babalawo or what?
Grandma.
Grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that a task in the house?
Yeah, that was the
What
task.
were you doing there? Just tell us a bit about it.
We were given a task with the team, Unity in Nigeria, in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I displayed there is more like, the grandma is actually the Nigeria herself. So
Okay.
then the whole Bambiala, the beggars and all are Igbo, Hausa,
Different
and
parts
Yoruba.
of
Yeah,
the country
things
and all of
happening, the beef, the fight, and everything. So, but at the end, we came
Okay.
together and.
There's one reason why I'll watch out for you. I'd really want to see you do an action movie sometime.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll look out. I want you beat and fight some people and
Of
all of
course
that.
you
Yeah.
see
But
that.
looking forward, yeah, you know, as you said, you'll start something with them from February next year. How far do you think this will go? Next 5, 10 years? Where do you see? Where do you see Pascaline? Where do you see yourself? How far do you think you can take this?
I know I'm gonna take this so far. Like I know by in the next 5 or 10 years, I should be a well-known, a famous actor. Yeah, I should be known for what I do.
I like that. I'll be looking forward to you, and here's wishing you the best.
Thank
So
you.
you're the top. All right, so let's feel a bit of also what you've done, and then we have something for you in the kitchen.
Oh,
Hope
wow.
you're not dieting. Are you dieting?
No.
Okay. We've got breakfast for you in the kitchen. Let's feel a bit of what you've done.
Maggie, if I may call your house.
Oh, hi. Please, I'm looking for my boyfriend, so I suspect he'll be here with you.
Yes, we're here. And you saw Mazino checking out the
As you know, honestly, it's going to ruin my diet.
It's going to ruin your diet.
Definitely.
Oh, Ben, you know they ruin diet. Don't diet, darling.
I know this guy start your
Since I
diet.
met you, it's like you've been on a diet.
Isn't it working?
That's all I was saying.
Is it working?
Anyways, we have our guest right here in the kitchen. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen.
Thank you.
So we have Chef Aisha here, and she has also been really helpful. In fact, she made all this from scratch right here in the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen, right? So here we have egusi soup and yellow gari. We'd love for you to try it out, right? And let us know exactly what you think about it. Do you like food?
Of course.
Of course, that's it.
I'm a foodie.
Hallelujah, that's it right there. So let us know exactly what you think
But
about.
this mama
about
is
it.
sauteed.
Yes.
Egusi.
You guys should stop it.
We're not doing anything. We
No
focus.
My diet can go to wherever it's going.
Benny.
I'm having that.
He's always sending his diet off. But it's
There's eye
fine.
fitness at the back here.
Don't worry, leave there, don't worry.
You're lying. It was diet today.
But the soup definitely tastes, smells really good. So what does it taste like?
Wow.
Wow. Right? Wow.
Nice, yeah?
Yeah?
I actually don't like egusi soup, but
Yeah.
this is good.
But this is
Oh.
good. Yay! Well done, Chef Aisha. And of course, she did say she has a variant or variety of the spices. What's even happening here?
We're going. Oh, yes, support Tilo. We don't go.
Anyways, it's been an amazing show.
Let me just
and,
Let me just
thank
talk.
you.
Do you know there's no boiling cubes and seasoning in there?
Okay.
There's what?
There's no boiling cubes and seasoning in there.
Your
So
regular
what's in here?
seasoning. Just her.
Yeah, that's what I've
Magic.
actually been looking at. Like,
Yes. So that's magic. That's what makes all of that what it
this
is.
is my first time.
Yes. So you need to cop all of this as you're going. So you don't miss out.
Nice.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing show so far. Wow,
Fantastic.
Mazino and Mike.
Yeah, you see, the avatar of the show.
The avatar of this soup. The avatar. Director, don't touch us.
We'll see you same time, same station tomorrow, guys. Thanks for sticking around.